Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this UPSL Premier Division match between Kalonji Pro Profile and Georgia Revolution. Thank you for your attendance this evening. For now, if you're able to, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening once again here at Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School for this UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action. It's Kalonji Pro Profile taking on Georgia Revolution. My name is Larry Weaver. Thank you so much for watching tonight on ASMG TV. We're going to give you 90 minutes of pure soccer action here in Snellville, Georgia. Take a look at the weather as it stands right now. 62 degrees, a wonderful night for soccer in the big town. Look at the leaderboards as it stands. Zone number 1, where we are acting. Kalonji Pro Profile in 3rd place. Georgia Revolution in 4th. Both of these two teams looking to make it into the playoffs and maybe even sneak a little bit into that top seed to knock down Atletico Buford. Take a look at zone number 2 here in the Premier Division. Potros FC at the top of the table, but 3 teams tied at the top. Atlanta United Academy, LSA Norcross Pro, Scenic City SC not that far behind. Soccer Saves Lives and Dalton United on the outside looking in. Take a look at the lineups for today's matchup. A little bit of a change for Kalonji Pro Profile. LaShawn Morris in the defense tonight. And it's also Blake White taking over the responsibilities for Zane Hilton as he was injured in the last match. Amaro Ramos also in the lineup at the top. And also Luis Marquez in goal for Kalonji Pro Profile. It'll be a 4-3-3 for Kalonji Pro Profile. A 4-2-3-1 is basic setup for Georgia Revolution. It's going to be Kalonji Pro Profile. They're going to get us underway at the beginning. They're in the all-white kits, moving from left to right. Matter of fact, let me switch it off. It'll be Georgia Revolution that's going to kick us off in the all-blue kits, moving from right to left. Just waiting for the whistle to get us underway for the opening half. Underway here in Snellville, Georgia. Charlie Jordan Field, the home of the Generals here on the campus of Shiloh High School. Kalonji Pro Profile were just here a few days ago, played in the U.S. Open Cup qualifier on Sunday. Stepped away with a 4-0 victory over Mint Hill FC from the Mid-Atlantic South region of the UPSL. There's a mistake. But that ball will roll out, and it'll be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. Kareem Tamimi would want to get all 4 of those goals that he scored in that U.S. Open Cup qualifier to be able to be used here in the UPSL goal zone lead, because he would be up there at the top of the table alongside Wilfred Camden Chopa and Nazario Mbamio. Unfortunately, he is currently way down at the bottom of the table with 4 goals. Wilfred Cameron Chopa currently at the top of the table with 9 goals. Now here comes Kalonji Pro Profile over on the far channel. Trying to get it into the box, headed by Tamimi, but it's going to be grabbed there by the keeper. Sanchez getting a last-minute addition to the goal for Georgia Revolution, as they had Nelson to be starting. Jelani Landberg, the former Seas United player, loses that pass. Tamimi, and that pass off the mark, out for a goal kick. At one time, Kareem Tamimi and Jelani Landberg were both on Seas United back in the 2020 season. See Tamimi try, but that was off the mark. A little bit of assistance there from Tiago Kittleman to see that ball out. Back underway from Sanchez. And that one will go to, got it right there on the line of the top of the box. You can see that gray line. We always talk about it here at Shiloh High School. It's that gray line that's the touch line and the defining of the goal box, and you can see that at times it's really difficult to see, and we're up here in the press box. Down there on the field, it's even more difficult at times. as it stands right now, even though Kalonji is in third place, they have a game on hand over Georgia Revolution and a second one on hand for Pachuca, Georgia, and for Atletico. Even though Atletico Buford has already defeated them, they defeated them at the beginning of the season with a stunning 8-3 victory. For Kalonji Pro Profile, their last match here in the UPSL Georgia Conference was on October 21st. They defeated Pachuca, Georgia on the road 3-0. Landberg able to control it. He will release. Working down that far line, but it's going to roll just a little too long, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Georgia Revolution, their last match was October 26th, and they ended up in a bit of a controversial 1-1 draw between Georgia Impact. Georgia Impact scoring extremely late, dead minute of that match. And it was one of those where there was 6 minutes or so of stoppage time, and it was almost in the 97th minute when Georgia Impact scored, and then immediately the game was called. So Georgia Revolution feel a little done wrong with not being able to come home with all 3 points in that contest. These two teams did match up back in September over at Old Warhawk Stadium. Kalonji came away with a 2-0 victory. This is one of those few rare occasions with the season cut in two for not only the Premier Division but Division I here in the Georgia Conference that teams get the opportunity to play a traditional season where they have a home and an away match against a few opponents. Builds some rivalry between some of these teams that's not even already there. These two teams have had a long history, not only in the UPSL, but also in Georgia soccer in the youth academy system. That one will be deflected off of Revolution. It'll be a throw for Kalonji Pro Profile. Morris with the long throw in. Good touch by Tamimi, back to Ramos. In center circle, Pavlovsky will send it, and Ramos immediately gives it to Tiente. Tiente's pass a little off, but it gets to Kalen Kalonji. Kalen Kalonji's been away from the UPSL squad. He's been on MLS Next Pro or MLS Next Academy system duties. And here comes a substitute for Georgia Revolution. They're going to change the keeper immediately in the 8th minute. It's going to be interesting because that's an interesting decision to make so early in the match. It's going to be Nelson coming in, number 98. Nelson's had some professional play with Chattanooga, with Georgia FC. They elect to use one of those 7 substitutes that they have to bring Nelson in. And it's going to be interesting because now they do not have a backup keeper in case Nelson gets injured. They will have to use a field player. Marquez releases it. Goalkeeping role for Kalonji Pro Profile has been a revolving door this season as they continue to look for the replacement for David Magala. Tragically lost his life last season. Marquez, just one of 4 different goalkeepers that Kalonji Pro Profile has used this season. Morris trying to get that pass through, wasn't able to do so. He gets closed down, loses possession, fights back, still in possession of Georgia Revolution. Nice square pass right in the center. Passed over and offsides was Elaine Scarrett. Good work there by Georgia Revolution. Offsides was Scarrett. You're watching UPSL Georgia Conference action here on ASMG TV. Kalonji Pro Profile 0, Georgia Revolution FC 0. Match week 9. Foul be committed by the Revs. We compare these two teams. Kalonji Pro Profile have scored 17 goals so far this season. They've allowed 12, plus 5 goal differential. Georgia Revolution, they've scored 15. They've allowed 13, so they have a plus 2 goal differential. Very, very close with these two teams. Nice ball in, but grabbed by Marquez. That'll be a goal kick for Kalonji. And before that draw with Georgia Impact on the 18th, Georgia Revolution defeated Georgia Athletic 6-2. Kalonji Pro Profile will be playing Georgia Athletic next week. I believe that's going to be a midweek match as well, as they continue to make up some matches. There's a mistake by the Revs, gives it to Kareem Tamimi. Thought about taking the shot, laid off, shot there, and it's in the back of the net for Kareem Tamimi, who continues to score goals here at Shiloh Stadium to let Kalonji Pro Profile go up 1-0 in the 10th minute. You can see Tamimi, when he receives the ball on a bad pass or bad take by Jelani, instead of taking it, and he thought about passing it, and then he decides to just thread it through 3 players and buries it in the back of the net to take the 1-0 lead. You can see Jelani Lambert thought about touching the ball, laid off, decided not to, and that allowed Kareem Tamimi to get business in operation for Kalonji. We'll see if Georgia Revolution can equalize early in this match. Like I said, on Sunday, Kalonji Pro Profile competed in the U.S. Open Cup qualifiers. They made it past Mint Hill FC. They will take on Potros FC on the 23rd over at Marietta High School. Kalonji will earn a throw. Kareem Tamimi's touch allowed that deflection. Back underway quickly, in the back, sent forward, and that one's over the bar and out for a goal kick. Kareem Tamimi came back to the Kalonji Pro Profile squad after spending some time with the Atlanta United 2 squad. Came back last season, joined the Pro Profile squad full-time. His partner up there on the top, right winger, Anthony Sumo, he over last season moved on into the pro ranks, went to Carolina Core, got his first professional goal this last season in the spring. That'll be a corner for Kalonji Pro Profile. That deflected off of the Revolution defender. It'll be over there on that far corner. Blake White gets ready for the corner. Get ready to strike that Voigt ball. Voigt, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. He'll take it short to Pavlotsky. Pavlotsky up and over the bar and out for a goal kick. Seen a couple teams try that technique over the course of the last few matches. Try to catch the on runner and a free shot on goal. So far, no one has been able to successfully complete that form. Nelson will get us back underway here in the 16th minute. He'll send it long. Ramos will knock it out. It'll be a throw for the Revs. Revs had an opportunity last season to make it into the playoffs. They even had a home game. Lost to LSA Norcross Pro. They got that first taste. Expect next time they get in, if it is this season, they'll probably go a little bit farther. We have another substitute, or they're just locating a ball. Just got to get another ball there as that last ball went out of the field of play. Over to the far side. Controlled by the Revs. It'll go out. It'll be a throw. Ransone quickly throws it in. Come over here to Scarrett. Malik Scarrett is able to get it forward, but sent away by Kalonji. Kareem Tamimi is heading. Kalen Kalonji, he was wanting to sneak a pass there. But smartly, Georgia Revolution focused here on the near side. Dixon was fouled. He'll send a nice switch ball, but that one hit with a little too much, and it'll roll out. It'll be a goal kick. I said these two teams are in the third and fourth slot of the playoff potential. Top four teams in this zone will move on to the playoffs, just like in Zone 2. There are only 7 teams in Zone 1, so it's a little easier for Zone 1. However, you got to play a lot of these teams home and away. Some of these teams are very successful this year. Atletico Buford coming up from Division 1 this season, and they have been a real diamond in the rough, so to speak. 8 matches, and they've won 6. Only lost 1. Potros FC still The Invincibles, 5 matches played, 5 wins. That one headed away. Pawlowski trying to assist the clearance. That time it's cleared by Kalonji. Tamimi trying to get there, and he's not going to be able to get there before. Potros FC are about ready to take on Scenic City SC up in Chattanooga. That match is supposed to start at the top of the hour. That ball rolls out. It'll be a throw for Georgia Revolution. Scenic City SC, another team that came up from Division I. They're currently in 4th position against those 3 teams at the top of the table that just are winning everything they can get their hands on. That's a foul committed by Ramos. LSA Norcross Pro and Atlanta United Academy tied right there with Potros, but they've played substantially more games than Potros. LSA with 7 and Atlanta United with 8. They started the season losing the first 2 matches before going on to win the next 5. Dixon will get us back underway here in the 21st minute. Trying to switch it over to that far side, but Kalonji win it. They win on that pass as well. Tried to thread that one to Kalen Kalonji, and if it wasn't for a slight deflection from the midfielder, that time Kalen Kalonji would have been in on goal all alone. I believe it was Alik Scarrett who just got a touch on that. Kalen Kalonji able to pass it over to the far side. Comes back to Ramos. Oh, and he hits the post. And Tamimi skies it over and out for a goal kick. Almost another mistake leading to a goal for Kalonji Pro Profile. You see right here, this pass all the way through the defense. He hits the post, and Tamimi wasn't really ready for that ball, and he skies it. But those 4 teams at the top of the table in Zone 2, they've pretty much pulled away from everybody. They're 6 points ahead of SSL and Dalton United. Right now, North Georgia United and FC Birmingham fighting for that bottom spot. Remember that the bottom team in both zones will be relegated to Division I for next season. Right now here in Zone 1, that title unfortunately is going to Georgia Athletic, as they only have 3 points on the season after 8 matches. Not gone their way. Back forward from the Rebs. It'll go back into Tony Tiente's possession. He'll give it to Blake White. Blake White cannot get past the 2 men the first chance, and he will be called for the handball. Good challenge there between Dixon and Scarrett, which led to that handball. Pawlowski wins it. with the assistance of Tiente. Kalen coming, trying to get that ball to Tamimi, not able to do so. Good lane closure there by the Revs. They'll win it back in the midfield. Pavlotsky trying to get it to Tamimi. Both teams absolutely controlling the midfield against one another. That was a foul that'll come back on Tamimi for trying to pull down Christian Ransone. Jelani Landberg. He'll go to Scarrett. Scarrett's pass gets cut off, but back into possession for the Revs. Go back to the keeper. Nelson gets it back to Landberg. Landberg will send it forward. First touch a little off the mark, but still in possession of the Revs. Scarrett. Nice little back heel to Dixon. Dixon trading passes, gets it back. Tries a little bit of a give and go, not able to do that. Still in possession of the Revs, and that one will be cleared out for throw. Good work by Demise. Allow his defensive line to reshape. That ball needs to come back about 15 yards. Scarrett's able to get it in. Dixon. He's able to release it through, and that one almost found its way to the back of the net. It will be a corner for Georgia Revolution. Take a look at that one. You see here, as this ball comes in, and it's a beautiful pass right here, coming from Dixon, and he'll take the shot, and it zips through the two defenders, Demise and Kamani Irving. Luckily, just goes wide of the goal for Kalonji. Scarrett will line up this corner. It'll be an in-swinger for the Revs. Centrally punched out there by the keeper. Marquez able to punch that away. Be a throw. Back in play in the 27th minute. Revs looking for their opener to equalize this match. That ball goes out. Another throw for the Revs. Back to center circle and Jelani Landberg. Threads it forward to Scarrett. Scarrett wanting to make a turn, not able to do so. He's got to retreat, go all the way back to Nelson. Switch of play over to the far side, cut off by Davies. Be a throw. That one goes into the stands. Have to go over and collect that match ball so that we can get back underway. Match between Scenic City SC and Potros FC just got underway up in Chattanooga, up at CSLA. FC Birmingham will be taking on North Georgia United. This weekend alongside Atletico Buford taking on FC Columbus Elite. A Kalonji Pro Profile will be back here at Shiloh High School to take on Pachuca, Georgia. Potros will SSL will be taking on Atlanta United. At least that's what I have so far. I'll get those, make sure that we are up to date on all these matches. Dalton United is scheduled to take on LSA Norcross Pro. Over on the far corner, trying to work it past Davies. Able to get it, but immediately closed down, and that ball is going to go out. And corner. Corner? Offside. You can see the AR and the center ref were not on the same page. They finally get that square. Offsides was the call. See our referee officials for this evening. Griffin Westbrook is our center official. Gonzalo Camano, Mohammed Fayed are our ARs, and Akram Fayed is our fourth official. This will be a foul committed by the Revs, almost right at half line for Kalonji. Pavlotsky will go back to Morris. He tries to thread it to Ramos, able to do so. Ramos's pass not able to get it to either Tamimi or to Kalen Kalonji, but Kalen's relentlessness wins it back for Kalonji, gives it to Tamimi. Tamimi's pass off the mark, cleared by the Revs. Revs back through midfield, straight up into the air in center circle, trying to touch it. Goes back to Kalonji. Dixon was shown the yellow card there with that foul at midline there in the 30th minute. Throw for the Revs, deep in their third. Headed back towards Tamimi's going to win it off of Landberg. Tried to sneak it. Then that one gets buried by Blake White for Kalonji Pro Profile to make it 2 to the good. And again, a mistake here by Landberg taking on Tamimi. He overjumped that ball. Doesn't get it to Kalen, but Blake White is there to bury it into the back of the net, make it 2-0 Kalonji Pro Profile. In the 32nd minute. So 2 mistakes defensively for the Revs are where we're at in this match. Nice ball into the space. Hit across the face of goal. And it'll roll out for a throw. Morris will take this throw. Tamimi wanting to get there. Ramos taking on the tackle from Kittleman. Earns the throw. Tamimi knocked off of the ball there by Walker. Tejourn Walker with that tackle on Kareem. Pass a little off the mark for the Revs, but they still maintain. Send that one forward. That one knocked out by Demise. Ramos's pass is cleared, and that will be a corner as that deflected off of Casey Newman. So we have just about 11 days to go before the end of the fall season here in the Georgia Conference. A lot of makeup matches being played in midweek throughout the conference. Some of these teams really putting in some shifts, not allowing some of these players to get a full complement of rest. Corner for Kalonji, Blake White. Goal scorer looking to take this out swinger to the far side, up and over the leaping Kalonji Pro Profile, both Tiente and Tamimi. Player down for the Revs. I believe that's Kittleman who is down. Indeed, it is Tiago Kittleman who is down, getting assisted up by center official and Landberg. He looks to be okay. It was that collision when that ball was coming in from that outswinger, challenging both Tamimi and Tiente, what brought Kittleman to the turf. Loses possession, does scare it. Here comes Kalonji again. Tamimi's shot on goal is deflected. He'll go to Kalen Kalonji. Nice pass into open space for Ramos. He'll slide it through, and that one is in the back of the net for Tony Tiente. And that makes it 3. The veteran Tony Tiente spends so much time in the midfield directing traffic for Kalonji Pro Profile, and that time he gets a chance to put one in the back of the net to make it 3-0. You see Tamimi gets it past, and a beautiful pass here in the near side for Ramos, and he just puts right past. The defense just goes to sleep there, and it makes it 3-0 in the 38th minute. And this is not what the rest of the division needs, is a surging Kalonji Pro Profile in the playoffs. Kalonji Pro Profile, the only team in the UPSL Georgia Conference that's represented Georgia in the Final Four since the inception of the Premier Division. Back in 2020, Jinga did win the national tournament, but that was before it was the Premier Division. That was when it was just one division. And then that one division became Division One, and then a Premier Division was created. Atletico Atlanta, who were Jinga, did win that national title in 2020 at Silverbacks Stadium. Here's a good opportunity for the Revs. Oh, and he's just a step behind it. That one could have been a great goal for the Revs. And they called it a goal kick. We'll take a look at it again. They wanted it to be a corner. You see this perfect ball for the on-runner, and he tries to slide it across and just scare it, could not get there in time. Back underway in the 40th minute. Ramos gives it to Kalonji. He'll give it to Morris, then to Pavlotsky, then Tiente, now to White. Back to Tiente. Pavlotsky to Davies, Irving, Demise, back to Kamani, to Tiente and Kamani. Kamani Irving will send a long ball. Kamani Irving, another player who did play back when Kareem Tamimi and Jelani Landberg were all together at Seas United back all the way back in that 2020 season. So a lot of these players on both sides of the pitch know each other for a very long time. Nelson will go over to Kittleman. He looks to be okay since that challenge. Down that far line, looking good, onside, into the box, trying to switch it, cleared by Demise. Shot, and that one off the mark, out for a goal kick. So far, Georgia Revolution, they're able to get a runner to get into the box. They just don't have any assistance from teammates. You saw that chance just a moment ago. It was a beautiful ball across the box. And number 14, Elaine Scarrett, was just a second or two off, or he could have had the opener for Georgia Revolution. We'll see what the coaching staff can do at halftime. Find that little bit that they're missing. That ball up and over from Ramos, it'll be a goal kick. They're just a step off when it comes to the attack. They can easily get back in this match. "15 minutes have passed up in Chattanooga. Potros FC with a 1-0 lead over Scenic City SC as the Invincibles continue to do such. Nelson will send that one out. That ball went out. It'll be a throw. Pavlotsky able to thread it to Ramos. He tried to bring it over to Kalen Kalonji, but Kittleman is able to get enough of a touch on it to allow Nelson to grab it. Davies will knock that one straight up in the air. Kalen is dispossessed, but Davies will get it back. Kalen will flip it over to Kamani Irving. Tiente to Tamimi, trying to control it, makes the turn, holds off the challenge from multiple revs, gets it to Ramos, who loses it. They lose it in the midfield. They get it right back. Do Kalonji profile. We begin the 45th minute, the last of the regular minutes. We'll see how much stoppage time we will receive. Scarrett dispossessed as he is double teamed between Morris and Demise. Tiente will go back to Irving. Over to Davies, who gives it back to him. Pavlotsky will receive. He has space to move if he wishes. He'll move to center circle. Give it to Tamimi. White. Pavlotsky. Was unable to retreat, loses possession. They win it back though. Tamimi steps over that challenge, but not the second one. That one will go out, be a throw for the Revs. 1 minute of stoppage time is what we'll have. 1 minute stoppage time here in the first half. That ball is going to roll out, be a throw for Kalonji. It's a long walk down the track to locate that ball. Center official with the whistle to his mouth, and we are done with the first 45 here at Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School. We end the first 45 with the score: Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Georgia Revolution FC 0. We'll get to step away for a few minutes for a drink and a snack. We'll see if the coaching staff of Georgia Revolution can reshape, retool, and find the back of the net in the second 45. We'll see if Kalonji Pro Profile can continue their winning ways. We'll find out in a few minutes. Until then, it is Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Georgia Revolution FC 0.
Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans. So they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures.
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer. Hey coach, is your game going to be live streamed? Can't find a broadcast partner? I have the solution for you. It's time to contact the Atlantic Soccer Media Group. The Atlantic Soccer Media Group will provide you with the most extensive live coverage and affordable rates to bring your club's matches to your fans, so they will never miss any of the action.
Good ball laid off to that far side. Shot ripped. It's in! Dalton United at the death of the game! They go ahead, and this stadium is sent to raptures!
And bring them along with you as you raise the trophy.
Gentlemen, say it with them. They are the champions.
So what are you waiting for? For the best and easiest coverage, national exposure, attract sponsors, interact with your fans, work with scouts from around the world? Contact the Atlantic Soccer.
And welcome back here to Charlie Jordan Field on the campus of Shiloh High School for this UPSL Georgia Conference Premier Division action. It is Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Georgia Revolution FC 0. Larry, we were bringing you all of the excitement in today's contest. First goal in the 10th minute by Kareem Tamimi. 32nd minute, Blake White, number 10. And in the 38th minute, number 55, Tony Tiente. Right now over in Chattanooga, it is currently Scenic City 2, Potros FC 1 in the first half. That match in the 35th minute. It will be Kalonji Pro Profile that'll get us underway in the second half. Last minute team up there for Kalonji Pro Profile. Will be a substitution at half for Georgia Revolution. It'll be the end of the day for Jelani Landberg. He will be replaced by Jermaine Hugh. Jelani really struggled in that first 45, taking on the likes of Kareem Tamimi and Kalen Kalonji. It'll be Kalonji Pro Profile moving from right to left in the all-white kits. In the all-blue kits, moving from left to right, is Georgia Revolution. Kareem Tamimi standing over the Voight ball. Voight, the official match ball sponsor of the UPSL. Underway here at Charlie Jordan Field. Everything moving in the right way for Kalonji Pro Profile lately. One change in the referee standpoint. Gonzalo Camano was not here. He was injured in that Kalonji Pro Profile match, or the SSL match, excuse me, from Sunday, so I wasn't sure if he was actually out there. So Griffin Westbrook is our center official. Mohammed Fayed and Akram Fayed are our ARs, and Daniel Emery is our fourth official. Now that SSL match that was on Sunday, Camano came up injured and had to be subbed by the fourth official. When we had that rain-filled Sunday afternoon, that one will be a foul committed by Georgia Revolution. No rain on the horizon today here at Charlie Jordan Field. Just, as some would say, a beautiful day for soccer. It's 55 degrees right now. It's going to get chilly as it is in Georgia. It's going to get down to 39 today, so this match will get colder and colder as it goes on. Here's a good run for Georgia Revolution, cut off by Ben Davies. Nice little back heel by Dixon. That one cut off by Tamimi as it just kind of floated in the air as it was trying to cross that ball. Pawlowski is able to flick it forward. Tamimi will recover. He'll get it to Tamimi, or to Kalen Kalonji, who tried to one-time it to Tiente. Not going to be able to do so. Revs fight through center circle, still with control. Corona will receive it. Work it down the near channel to Dixon. Corona will get it back for a second. Loses it to Ramos. Gives it to Tamimi. He has space. Trant cannot get past the two defenders. A little bit of an extracurricular little bump there from Tamimi on Scarrett. Just waiting for another ball so that we can get back underway as we start to roll into the 50th minute. Kalonji holding on to this 3-0 lead so far. Deflected, and Tiente will release it to Tamimi. Tamimi waiting for the on-runner. Gives it almost to White. And he'll take another crack at it. That one deflected off of the Rebs. It'll go back to Nelson, and he is easily able to send it forward. Kittleman now has it. He'll come over here to Corona. He'll give it back to Kittleman. He'll thread the needle forward. Cut off by Davies. Dixon. He will go back, and it'll go back to Kittleman. Kittleman again will try to go forward. Corona. Square passes it. One time forward to Dixon. Dixon, good touch. That pass a little off the mark. Allows Kalonji to transition, trying to go around the defender. He's not going to be able to do so. Continues to pressure, forces the throw. That one to roll out. It will be a Kalonji Pro Profile throw. Thank you, everybody who is watching at home here on ASMG TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you get all of our content, not just these live matches, but podcasts, interviews, highlights, so very much more. Catch it all right here on ASMG TV. One time to Blake White, but it is dispossessed, knocked out by Corona, be a throw. So to get you all caught up on matches throughout the Georgia Conference, Friday will be there will be a match. That is an interesting little challenge there. No foul was called. But on Friday night, North Georgia United will take on FC Birmingham up at Lake Point Park. All the way over to the far side. Tried to square pass it into the box, but Kamani Irving will clear it. Ramos gets a touch on it. Tiente releases. Kalen Kalonji slows up, receives it. Elects to go to Tamimi. Pass. The defender is Ramos. Cannot do anything with it. It was a dangerous position for Amaro. He wasn't able to release. Cut off by Irving. Atencio plays it off. Pavlotsky not able to completely clear that one. Dixon has it. He'll take the shot, and it'll hit the top bar of the American football, and it will go out for a goal kick. Dixon trying to make something out of this, takes that shot. You see it hits that top bar and goes out for a goal kick. So on Saturday, Dalton United will host LSA Norcross Pro. And then on Sunday, a slew of games. SSL Atlanta United Academy, Potros FC, Scenic City, FC Birmingham, North Georgia United, Atletico Buford, FC Columbus, Kalonji Pro Profile, and Pachuca, Georgia. we will have the doubleheader of SSL FC and Atlanta United, along with Kalonji Pro Profile and Pachuca, Georgia, right here on ASMG TV. Dixon is able to get that to Atencio. Hugh. That one is cut off. Kalen come over here to Tamimi. It's moved over to the left wing on the near side here. Cuts around the defense of Kittleman. Holding off, takes the shot, and that one is out. It will be a goal kick. No foul will be called there. Defense of Georgia Revolution doing a really good job. It starts with Kittleman. He gets past Kittleman. Corona staying with him alongside Walker. And they assist to see that ball out. Back underway here live in the 56th minute. So far, Georgia Revolution not able to do anything against Kalonji to get on the scoreboard. Make this game a lot closer. As right now, Kalonji enjoying a 3-0 lead. That flick not able to get there, but it'll be knocked out for a throw for Kalonji. Able to get it to Ramos. He cannot control it. Well, he could, but it did go out. It did go out. It'll be a throw for the Revs. Looked to me like it went out. I mean, I'm all the way over here. AR was right there. Nice ball over here to Dixon. He's got space if he can control it. Trying to get past Davies. Pavlotsky comes up and dispossesses him. Pavlotsky with a 40-yard run before giving it to Kalen. It'll go back to Kalen Kalonji, and he'll go back to Tiente. Immediately over to Tamimi. And Ramos again. Makes it around the defender. Good tackle. Goes down, gets back up, has it, goes down again, gets right back up. Good work by the defense of Alik Scarrett. He had to get that right as he was in the box. No penalty, no foul. Hugh will come over here to Dixon. Dixon trying to pass it, not able to do so. Davies will win it. Kalen Kalonji will go back to Tiente and will receive it again. And Pavlotsky. Kalen and Pavlotsky share about half a dozen passes between one of another before moving it around the team. Pavlotsky slowly releasing that ball. Really didn't have anywhere to go as he was being closed down by 3 Revolution players. Demise gets that one forward. Ramos is able to get it to Tamimi. He has space. Slide it over to Kalen Kalonji. Controls it back to Tiente. And Kalen again. He'll go back to Pavlotsky. Good recovery by the Revs. Kamani Irving giving it back and forth with Pavlotsky. Demise now over to Morris. Morris will go down the line. His pass is cut off. Immediately looking to counter is the Revs. That's a challenge by Tiente that'll probably come back. And another tackle, but it'll be a throw. No card was issued there for that tackle by Tiente in the midfield. Halftime up in Chattanooga. Scenic City come back from being down by 1 to hold a 2-1 lead at the half. See if Potros FC, their invincible season ends today, or if they'll find another goal. As their top goal scorer, Nazario Mbamio, has been a goal-scoring threat ever since moving to Potros FC. Spent some time at Georgia Athletic. Before that was with the Atlanta Rovers. Go over there to Morris. Tiente gets it to Kalen, who tried to one-time it for Ramos, but he just wasn't ready for that. Kittleman made sure that he didn't have any opportunity to get to that ball. Nelson, a little bit of a slow pass to Nelson. He's able to work through it. See, goalkeeper would want to talk to his center back. Want that pass to be a little crisper. Rebs back underway here in the 61st minute. Clock starting to work against them as we are 2/3 of the way done in this match. They have 3 to make up. Go back to Nelson. Walker able to thread it forward to Atencio to Hugh. Nice ball forward, but that is not going to be able to get to the on-running McCray before Marquez gobbles it up and throws it back forward for Kalonji. That pass off the mark for Tiente. And unfortunately, Newman is closed down by Kalonji and loses possession. Kalen Kalonji now moving forward. Slows it down, gives it to Tamimi. He heads it, but right into the arms of Nelson. Good throw out of the box to Hugh. Jermaine Hugh with a nice ball forward for Dixon. Nice cross. Cut off by Demise. Georgia Revolution are starting to find paths towards the goal. Still looking for the connection between teammates. Whether it's from the wing to center or from the center to the wing. They just haven't found that A to B. Kalen to Tiente. Kamani Irving now. Give it back to Kalen Kalonji. And at this point, Kalonji just needs to possess the ball if they want to see a win. But that's just not in their nature. They attack. That ball will go out. It'll be a throw for the Revs. Farther back in their third. Ransone will give it back. And that ball deflected off of Tiente. Goes back into possession for Kalonji. They immediately look to attack. Blake White now. Thought about taking the shot. Held up. Gives it to Tiente. Tried to get it to Mimi, not able to do so. Nice ball forward, just a little too far, about 30 yards too far in front of McCray. Marquez has plenty of time to let this ball roll around before he's required to pick it up from McCray encroaching on his space. Tiente will go over to the far side, give Morris a path forward. He'll give it to Tamimi. Tamimi's pass is cut off, but it goes right into Ramos, who gives it right back to Tamimi. 2-on-1. Tamimi gets around the first one, gets around the second one, but the recovering Kittleman gets it back for the Revs. Corona. Give it to Walker. Over here to Dixon. Kittleman almost over, or I should say Corona almost overran that ball. Tries a tackle. Atencio trying to complete it, not able to do so. Tamimi to Ramos. Ramos having a second attempt to collect it. Tamimi not able to give and go, loses possession. What a tackle by Morris. Demise will go forward to Tiente. Give it to Pavlotsky. Give him some space. The ball was a little too far in front of him, but it finds its way to Kalonji. And Kalen will give it to Blake White. He wanted to back heel to give an opportunity for Kalen to make his way around the Revs player, but not able to do so. Tackle and a foul by Tiente in center circle on Atencio. Atencio gets us back on our way quickly. Jermaine Hugh moving through on the Kalonji side. And a goal for Jermaine Hugh in the 67th minute. And subs coming in for both sides. 67th minute, Jermaine Hugh with the goal for the Revs to finally get them on the board. Kareem Tamimi gets us back underway. Tamimi will run that down. Takes a shot. Saved by Nelson. That one was a little closer than it appeared at first. Valbuena with the foul. And taken quickly, but it right into the arms of Nelson, trying to catch him off guard. Veteran not able to fall for that. Hugh, the goal scorer for Georgia Revs. He'll receive it in center circle. Gets it over to Dixon. He lets that ball roll through, but Corona wasn't ready for that. Revs fighting for possession. Taking on Pavlovsky. Lay it off. Comes to Atencio. He'll take a shot. Grabbed by Marquez. Coming forward for Kalonji, offsides. Hugh gets that to Dixon. Able to get it to Corona, but Corona not able to settle it. It'll go out for a throw. That ball will roll quite a distance away. So the Rebs able to at least get one back so far. They need to get two more if they want to equalize against Kalonji Pro Profile. Hughes able to hold off that challenge by Pavlovsky. Work it over to the far side. Georgia Rebs trying to work around the defense, able to do so, but Kamani Irving clears that for Kalonji Pro Profile for a throw. Thrown in quickly to center circle, Corona. Straight up into the air, and Kittleman will go down injured. The yellow card will be issued to Kareem Tamimi in the 73rd minute. Substitute coming on. We'll take a look at that. Again, you see this throw in, and you can see the two players were just hand fighting. It looks like Blake White's day is done for Kalonji Pro Profile. So 73rd minute, yellow card issued to Kareem Tamimi, who opened up our goal scoring in the 10th minute. Rebs come over here to Corona. Dixon now. Nice ball into the box, straight up in the air. Tries the acrobatic, not able to do so. Hugh again, sliding across the second time, cleared by Kalonji. Deflected into the grasp of Marquez. Pawlowski gets around, shot deflected. Pawlowski was able to get around Casey Newman to take the shot, but it was deflected away by Georgia Revolution. Dixon will win it. Nice ball, just a little bit behind McCray, and McCray was called offsides. Kalonji fighting in the midfield, and Kamani will send it out. Nice ball across. Got a touch on it, able to keep it in. Lays it off. Balbuena will go back. And over here to Corona. Able to hold off the Rev challenge, get it over to the far side. Tamimi not able to possess, so it'll go back to Nelson. And that, no foul was called for that Kittleman challenge on Tamimi, but KSA with possession. Lifted over, trying to get it to Tamimi. He gets a touch, but he cannot get control of it. That'll go to Tiente. Kittleman is down, and center official is going to go over to the AR on the far side. And a yellow card is going to be issued to Tamimi, and he's going to get a red card. So he was yellow carded in the 73rd. Now he's yellow carded in the 78th, and he has received a red card for that challenge on Kittleman. And now Kalonji Pro Profile will play a man down. High in the heavens and away. So 2 yellow cards issued in the matter of 5 minutes, and Kareem Tamimi's day is done. Trying to hold off is Argueta. Sliding challenge on Dixon wasn't able to make contact and probably would have been carded for that challenge too if he did. That ball knocked out, and it'll be a throw for Kalonji. Starting to get spicy here in the 80th minute. Intensity has grown. 10 minutes to go plus any stoppage time. That ball will be knocked out. It'll be a corner for Georgia Revolution. A goal here would really make these last 10 minutes very interesting at Charlie Jordan Field. Taken short to Hugh. Hugh's able to get that to Dixon, but Dixon's pass cut off and cleared by Argueta. Straight up into the air. Come over to Kittleman. Back and out for a goal kick. Good touch there, but Kittleman able to see it out at offsides anyways. Through center circle is the Revs. Get it over here to the near side. Corona. Corona able to get it forward to Dixon. Dixon able to control it. Trying to get around Davies. Davies able to get a touch on it. Knocks it out for a throw. Corona, Dixon, standing challenge there by the Kalonji man. There's Ethan Joyner with that tackle, and there's a foul on Pavlotsky. Gets Kalonji out of a jam. Sent long by Kalonji. Controlled again by the Revs. Cut off. But right back into possession of the Revs. Trying to get it to Corona, comes across. Hugh. Nice ball forward, Atencio. Lose possession in the Kalonji half. Georgia Revolution player down, and that'll be an offsides as a Kalonji player, and you can see both sides of the Kalonji players arguing, but player is down for the Revs, getting a treatment, looks like a cramp. That ball out, it'll be a throw. Sub coming on for the Revs, and it'll be the end of the day for Alik Scarrett. He was cramping substantially there. Bouncing in the box and cleared by Kalonji. Good touch and settle by Dixon. Able to get around Davies, but not able to keep it in, out for a goal kick. Roll into the 88th minute. Kalonji Pro Profile currently with a 3-1 lead over Georgia Revolution. Playing a man down since the second yellow issued to Kareem Tamimi in the 79th minute. Or 78th minute. Jermaine Hugh. His pass will be cut off. Demise. Morris loses. Tried to make it through the two defenders. Able to keep it in. Lose it back in the midfield. Dixon trying to hold off Davies. Davies with a great tackle, but it will be a Rebs throw. Davies felt like he had earned the throw. Another sub for the Revs. End of the day for Newman. He will be replaced by number 18, Ricardo Ruiz. Try it again. Deflected and out. It'll be a corner. Another late opportunity for the Revs, but the clock is their biggest opponent right now as we are almost through 90. With 2 goals to make up, they need to put one on the board as fast as possible. Make any type of stoppage time that's left interesting. 4 minutes of stoppage time is what we will see. 4 minutes. Hugh with the in-swinger, back post. Straight up in the air, out, we'll do it again. Ransone thought about taking it short. Lays it off. Here comes the in-swinger. Back post, hit long. Hugh will control it, but his pass is deflected, and Pavlotsky will releases. Back forward, Hugh gets a touch to Dixon into the box. Marquez with a huge diving clearance, but offsides was Georgia Revolution. There's the official call of the 4 minutes. Kamani Irving will move the ball back a few feet before releasing it forward. Back and forth in possession. Midfield. Tiente. Acrobatic ball forward for Kalonji. As this game winds down, that game up in Chattanooga, it's in the 62nd minute. Scenic City SC. There's a deflection off the center official. It'll have to be a drop ball. Scenic City holding on to that 2-1 lead over Potros FC right now, 63rd minute. Be a drop ball for the Revs. Got about half of the stoppage time that was allotted already complete. This game will go down as another loss for the Revs as it stands right now. Offsides was called. This will give Kalonji Pro Profile 3 points and see them jump over Pachuca, Georgia into second place. Just 3 points behind league leaders Atletico Buford at 19 points. And it shows you how many more points are in Zone 1 is Zone 2. The top 2 teams in Zone 1 are way above Zone 2 right now. Top 3 teams in Zone 2 only have 15 points. Buford with 19, and this will give this will give Kalonji Pro Profile 16. This would be a huge win for Scenic City if they see this out. You would see them jump all the way into first place with 3 points. From 4th to 1st. And that would be 2 Division I teams that have just joined the Premier Division this season. Both of them in top spot in both zones. Pavlot not able to control that. I believe that was Joyner who wasn't able to control that. Indeed it was. In the 94th minute, we're just at the mercy of the center official. And that is going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. A hard-fought loss for Georgia Revolution, just not able to find anything until the 67th minute with that goal by Jermaine Hugh. We will end this contest here at Charlie Jordan Field. The score, Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Georgia Revolution FC 1. Goals scored for Kalonji Pro Profile by Kareem Tamimi, number 9, in the 10th minute. In the 32nd minute, number 10, Blake White. And in the 38th minute, number 55, Tony Tiente. Kalonji Pro Profile's next match against Pachuca, Georgia, will be without the services of Kareem Tamimi, as he was presented a red card. So that will do it for our match here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get all of our content, not just these live matches, but podcasts, interviews, highlights, so very much more. We will be back this weekend. Check our social media, and if you are subscribed, you'll get the notifications of those live matches coming. That'll be it for us here at Charlie Jordan Field. For all of us here at ASMG TV Studios, I've been Larry Weber. Thank you so much for watching. We end Kalonji Pro Profile 3, Georgia Revolution FC 1. Have a great evening, everyone.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.